Welcome to Aviagen Group and welcome to Global Trade Compliance. I am Diane Harchus, Global Director of Exports, Logistics, and Trade Compliance. This short introductory video will help to explain why trade compliance is so important to the continued success of Aviagen throughout the world, and as an employee, what you will need to know. If you're in a critical trade compliance role, there will be more specific compliance training for you throughout the year. First, the main purpose of trade compliance laws and regulations are to 1, protect national security, 2, support foreign policy, and 3, protect certain natural resources that are in short supply. There are several key components to international trade compliance that we must follow. Here are a few. Antitrust laws protecting free competition and consumers. Anti-corruption and anti-bribery of foreign public officials. Restrictions shipping to sanctioned countries. Regulating and following the movement of an item with the U.S. origin.
Let us start with what exactly is trade compliance? Trade compliance refers to a company meeting all requirements governing the movement of commercial goods domestically and internationally. Aviagen Group ships from over 24 countries to over 100 countries worldwide.
One of the principal objectives of our company's trade compliance program is to reinforce that everyone must take personal responsibility, as well as timely and appropriate action when they see or suspect anything that might violate the law or Aviagen Group trade compliance program.
To help you do this, it is useful to think of the trade process in 3 components. Who is involved in the transaction, what are the goods or services involved, and how is it conducted. Who will have access to our products that are subject to trade regulations? What we will do with them? Where is the customer located?
It is critical to determine the what of a transaction because virtually every nation in the world controls the export and imports of certain items and services or restricts individuals or entities. This includes certain technical services or sharing of technical information, such as those that involve or create sensitive technologies. Transparency of the transaction is essential, and under no circumstances will deliveries of our product be made contrary to any country's specific regulations.
So we have discussed the importance of understanding who you are dealing with and what is involved in our transactions, but we still need to be aware of how trade transactions are conducted. For example, you cannot pay, take, or facilitate a bribe. You cannot lie or mislead about the origin, destination, and use or character of traded goods, software, services, and technologies. You cannot participate in money laundering. The regulations may differ country by country, but they are generally prohibit the same type of corrupt conduct, such as bribery, theft, fraud, embezzlement, and favoritism.
Now that we have gone over the 3 components of trade process, who, what, and how, let's talk about how Aviagen Group has guidelines and training in place to help you with the trade compliance program. We do this through corporate policies, training and education for personnel who deal with trade, global code of conduct, conducting audits and reviews, providing an avenue for reporting, creating a risk matrix, dedicated compliance team.
As Aviagen Group is a U.S. registered company, all employees must conduct its business in accordance with applicable laws, including U.S. economic sanctions and export control laws, and any other law in any country Aviagen Group is legally governed, by exception to the extent those laws are inconsistent with the U.S. law or any other country Aviagen Group is located.
As you can see, Aviagen Group has a strong commitment to trade compliance. Because compliance with law is critical to the success of our business, all employees must be mindful of applicable laws, comply with them, and direct any questions about them to your global compliance team. You can find more information in our compliance manual on Connect, or we can email it to you when needed. Thank you for continuous effort to minimize any risk of violating trade compliance laws and regulations and ensuring the success of Aviagen Group. Welcome to Aviagen.